Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my future's looking bright.
The second one.
Yeah. Yeah, my future's looking bright.
All right, what's up, brother?
Yeah.
What's up,
Yeah, my
G,
future's
man?
looking
Tazz,
Damn.
bro. We got Tazz here. We gotta do the introduction real quick because that's how we start all of them.
For sure.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to Infinite Downloads, a space where nothing is off limits. And holy shit, I just forgot it. I'm just so stimulated right now. I just did Vanessa, I did you.
Man.
We're doing a podcast with Tazz, man. Tazz is my fucking friend. He's an amazing teacher. He has guided me through yoga and all of his classes. You've helped me out a lot in life, bro. Just, inside on my mat and outside of it, because your practice, man, it should leave with you right after you practice, and yoga has been like super important to me. And obviously everyone goes through life, and life is hard to maneuver with its obstacles and stuff like that, but I think yoga, I'm always gonna have it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Bro.
So what's your story with yoga? How did you get into it, huh? Like, we probably talked about it last time, but fuck it, let's just roll with it.
Why not, right?
Yeah.
Why not? It, as cliche as it sounds now, it's crazy. It was over a year ago. Had to be over a year ago.
Oh, the last podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That shit flew by.
Bro, that's why I don't, I'm doing the Coast Guard shit. Because that, bro,
Flew
4 years
by.
are going to fucking fly by,
Flew
and
by.
it's going to set me up. So, yeah.
But, man, it found me.
Wow.
It found me through fast forwarding, personal training, Bally Total Fitness, P90X. The hardest workout on there, longest workout, yoga. I couldn't understand why I sucked so much at something that didn't require me to do push-ups,
Yeah.
pull-ups, lift weights, nothing. And I wasn't even getting into fucking pretzels. Because, they on there, it was basic foundation. Very, very basic. But
Yeah.
shit, man. When I went back to work in the kitchen, my sous chef, she did yoga. She introduced me to my first hot yoga class. I realized how much I really sucked.
Where was it? In Miami or Cali?
North Carolina,
Oh,
Charlotte.
Oh, shit. You went
Yeah.
Cali, North Carolina?
Yeah.
How come?
My brother.
Okay, cool.
My big brother.
You have a big brother? Holy shit.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's 4 of us. Yeah, he left with my big cousin. They went to
Okay.
North Carolina, and
Any reason why North Carolina? Like job, or like they just like North Carolina? Like,
my big cousin is, you have those cousins that are kind of like brothers.
yeah.
That's my big cousin and my big brother.
Okay.
So when he went for a business opportunity, he put my big brother up
Okay,
on game.
cool.
He was like, yo, it's cheap as shit.
Nice.
And since my big brother tried to tell my sister she didn't want to leave Cali, I was
Okay.
up for graduation. He was like, yo.
Graduating
High school.
High school. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
He was
back
like,
in the day.
yo, it's cheap as shit out here.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I've always been the one that
What's North Carolina like, man? Like, is it
boring.
really? It's like pretty and shit, or like what? Like,
It has all the seasons.
Okay.
It'll definitely there's a spring, a fall, winter, summer, all that shit. But it's slow,
got it.
But in North Carolina, I found everything that I fought against a lot.
Wow.
I was bored as shit. I thought it was slow, but in North Carolina, I found yoga found me, fell in love, never leaving that shit. I got married. I had a child.
Wow.
I became a chef there.
Yeah.
All the shit that I credit, all the greatness in my life happened in the place that I despised when I first got there.
Wow.
For what it was.
That's what I feel like I need too. I need to be placed somewhere and like figure some
Figure it
shit
out.
out.
Yeah.
Like be away from friends and family for a little bit. And
Right.
not depend on like people so much. I just want to fucking go out there and go see like what
Yeah.
I'm young. So yeah, sorry to cut you off. Keep going.
It's all good. It's all, man, listen, like I said, we talking.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
getting these last moments in before
Hell yeah.
we dip.
Yep, yep,
Whatever
yep.
happens.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
But do that.
yeah,
That-
today is Saturday and I'm leaving Monday. So, these were
Ah,
last
yeah.
little vibes and everything. Tomorrow, I wish I can go to your class, but I can't. All my fam is coming, my grandma, my sister's coming from Lakeland. My sister lives in Lakeland, bro. Lakeland's
Word
fucking
up.
awesome, bro. Like, now that you're talking
I
about
heard
like,
things about it.
like cheap and stuff like that, bro. She just, she closed on a house for like, bro, you saw the house right there next to this one right here?
Yeah.
Bro, you went, last time you were here, that was not built.
No.
You just bought that shit for like $650, bro. Like,
Oh shit.
goddamn, here in Opalaka, like,
Yeah.
bro, it's crazy. But
It
just,
is.
it's because you're married to a geographical location. If you just move around a little bit, man, you can find better deals and stuff like that.
Yeah. What are you willing to do to get it? You know, you don't have to live right on the beach.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised how many people that live right on the beach don't go to the fucking beach at all.
Yeah, man.
At all. It's right
Seriously.
across the street.
Seriously.
It's right across the street.
Yeah.
You know, but
And just like us, we're a little bit like spoiled because we have, bro, we literally, you know, we live where people vacation, you know.
100%.
But people will come
yo.
here and they'll have a week and they'll do like everything that we're like, we don't do that much, you know, like, you know.
Nah, definitely
'Cause,
not. I've
sometimes you don't appreciate like what's right in front of you until like it's gone, like, you know.
100%, man. That's why I had to come out.
Yeah, no, hell yeah.
I had to come out. You know, you're.
I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you coming.
You're one of those, like saying class, one of those beautiful strangers.
Hell yeah, man.
You know, at one point I had no idea you existed
Yeah.
at all. You know,
Yeah.
we did not know each other, and
Yeah.
then Body for Yoga brought us
That place
together.
is fucking awesome. Shout out to Olga and Diana, bro.
Man,
They built it and look at what, bro, they've like saved lives. Like,
everybody there
love
does
that place,
something awesome.
yeah.
The
Place
more,
is amazing.
especially the more and more I find out
you,
about
you
my
guys,
regulars.
the teachers, you know, you guys are very important pawns in this game, you know, like you bring a lot of the people there and the people tell the people and, you know, you don't have
Community.
these, you don't have these things planned out, man. And yo,
Community.
for anyone fucking watching this shit, go to Body for Yoga and take
Body
this
for
man's
Yoga
fucking class or
and
whoever's
highly-
classes.
Just come through and
Yeah.
sit in a lounge.
Yeah.
In the way in a massage chair. And then think about taking class.
Yeah, it's really nice space.
They got beginners. The owners are yogis and teachers.
Yep.
You know, no plug. Best prices hands down in
Literally,
town. And the
literally.
experience that you're gonna get.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why it's my yoga home. The spot that made me realize I love yoga.
Really?
The Yoga One in North Carolina. Mm-hmm. It was set up just like that. It
Really?
was really, really homey.
How's the scene? How's the yoga scene in North Carolina? Is it? Like,
It's probably the same like it is now, hippy dippy.
really?
But
Yeah.
back
It's going through a
then,
lot of shifts and changes and stuff.
100. When I started in 2009, yoga has
That's when you started yoga, 2009?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay, so you've been practicing for fucking
a long
15,
time.
16 years.
Yeah, 16.
That's
Oh,
awesome, dude. Congratulations, bro.
Shit.
And you're fucking there every day, bro.
That's
You
pretty
practice.
dope. That's pretty dope.
Do you have a day where you don't do yoga? Like, do you have a day where like you're
You know
off
what?
or what?
No.
Yeah, right.
No, and that's when I realized I was blessed.
Yeah.
When I finally, you know, I was working a lot and I didn't realize, you know, sometimes we manifest shit and then when we get it, we can't control how we get it, but when we get it, it's there and it sometimes that shit happens all at once. And with me, I'm one of those people. You know, when I get shit, it's all at once. And that's where I've learned sometimes what's worse than no option is too many fucking options.
Yeah.
When you have too much shit,
Decision fatigue.
right, and you end up wasting your time.
Literally.
And missing, because you're trying to choose the fucking right one.
Bro, like picking a movie when you want to eat something.
Oh my
Bro,
God.
I'll finish my meal and like I didn't even pick something.
You didn't even pick something.
Yeah, I
Man,
hate that
but
shit.
you know, it's one of those things where I felt like, fuck, man, I'm teaching a lot and I'm working. What am I going to do? And then when I looked at my schedule, when I finally had to start really on purpose using a schedule in my phone,
Wow.
I realized I
found,
teach
like,
yoga
a
every fucking day.
Purpose, bro. Like
Yeah, I was like, I teach yoga every fucking day. And
do you like practice like on your own and shit? Like
I move.
yeah.
I move.
I mean, you're usually
I
there.
haven't.
I mean, you're multiple hours in a sauna. Like, dude, that is really good, right? Like, that's good for you, no? Like,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
But
just sweat.
I mean, it's not what it used to be. If you make it that, it will be.
Yeah.
You know, like if you do this shit to actually get better, to actually deepen your breath, so
Yeah.
that way you can deepen the pose and stay conscious with the breath, that's where it works. Real shit. It sounds cliche.
Yeah, no.
A lot of people say it now, but when you actually go to practice to actually see what your body can do, to see what your knee is, like how it moves,
Yeah.
how the bottom of your fucking foot feels,
Yeah.
that's where that spirituality comes from.
Yeah.
You know, when they say, oh, yoga's supposed to be spiritual, it's not from the chanting. It's not really so much from the breathing on its own, but it's breathing in a way to where you move and it doesn't feel like you're moving. It feels like you're flowing.
Wow.
So that inhale that people cue and that exhale, your body just does something instead of just having to breathe. That shit comes natural. And then when you find yourself in poses, you find yourself with space. And you can notice yourself in that pose. And it's a little bit like of an outer body experience.
Wow.
Because you're in the pose, you can feel it, and then you're aware of what the fuck you're doing while you're in it. You know, you can feel your fingers, you can feel your toes, you can feel the choice of, I could go a little bit fucking deeper.
Yeah.
You know, or I could stay right here and it still feels fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You know, this is why I love Cobra.
Cobra.
A friend of mine switched up my back bend game, and my Cobra unlocks my back.
Wow.
You know, I'm strong enough to do up dog, but it doesn't feel good. It feels like I'm trying to do it instead of just being in it. Cobra,
Dude,
I'm always just in it.
Yoga, you know, it just makes so much sense to me to do it because it really fights like all the necessary battles. Like it helps you with your mental health. It helps your stress. And, you know, dude, our bodies are like cars. You need to maintain them well.
You need to maintain them.
And if, like, you know, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, man, there's a lot of people, and not anything, and we're doing this out of the goodness of our hearts, and, you know, we want to inspire and spread love and everything, but there's a lot of people that don't move they don't even know their body can move in these ways. And how could you not want to explore your own body and move it in, like, you know, you should have a full range of your body and put it in. You know, it's kind of sad that you don't even know what it feels like to be in a birds of paradise.
Right.
You know, like,
right.
Fuck yeah.
And to actually think that it's something that can only be done because you're flexible, or because you take yoga, or because you do that. No, it should be possible because you have a body and you can. Yeah. Period. You know, why do you not have access to your entire body? I've been preaching this a lot in my classes. If you're working out, if you're taking yoga, the point at the end of the day, especially the society that we live in, can you use that shit right now? Yeah. Or do you have to warm up? Or do you have to do a drop set? Yeah. Or do you have to have on this matching set? Or, you know, I don't go because of that teacher. Yeah. Side personal thing. If anybody that watches him, that practices yoga and goes to classes, if you have a favorite teacher and they go out of town, don't cancel class. Go to the same class. Sometimes you guys think it's a compliment. It's not. It's not the compliment that you think it is. Wow. I hate when I'm going out of town or I do something and people, hey, Tazz, can you get me in a class? Yeah, I can. I'm not teaching though. Oh, well, I'll catch you next time. No, fucking go. It shouldn't change. Yes, it shouldn't change at all. Don't go for the poses. Don't go for the teacher. Go for yourself and get the practice. Yeah. That's it. You know, and that's how it should be. When you go to the gym, don't go for the muscles. Don't go for the weight. Go for the resistance to prove that your body is strong, and then let the muscles and the strength happen. That's how that shit should work. I love that. Build up your heart, build up your lungs, so that way when you're stressed, when adrenaline fucking fades, you can still breathe. Yeah. And your muscles are not maxed out because you've trained yourself to be calm in pretzels and a bunch of weight on your back instead of just trying to hold the fucking pretzel or move the fucking weight. Yeah. That's where it should be. You know, and everybody will be able to get whatever they want. Fuck and your body will look the same way. You know, it'll look the same way. Why do you have a six-pack, fat ass? You can deadlift everything, but you can't run a mile right now. If I said, let's go run a mile right now. Yeah. Oh, well, my back. I don't, well, let's go jump.
Shoes.
Yeah. Let's go jump. Let's go climb something.
Jump? What is that? Like just
jump? Yeah.
Fucking jump.
Let's go box jumps. Okay. Or broad jumps. Got it. You know, high jumps, anything. Yeah. So many fucking adults, jumping is their silent enemy. Wow. Let's go tell some people, let's do squat jumps. Yeah. Nah, it's either gonna be my knees or my back. 100%. My knees or my back.
You know, yeah, man. You're a yoga teacher. Like, what? You see everything. You see all sorts of walks of life and everything like that. And obviously, I'm a student, and I don't know what the perspective of being a yoga teacher is. But dude, your fucking classes are great, man. And you have these dharma talks, man, and you flow. It's super awesome.
Appreciate it.
Bro, I would literally just go and just fucking, not even practice like or savasana and just like listen to what you got to say. Like, do you build your flows and shit, or like
I don't.
you just kind of
Y'all give me a lot of the energy, and
there
I
you go.
mean,
That is so cool.
one of
man.
my
I'm so curious. Like, I would really like to become a teacher. I know I've always talked to you about that and shit like that.
if you do,
It'll come.
or anybody that wants to be a teacher, best advice that was given to me,
Mm-hmm.
because you should always offer yourself up to any tips to people that you admire, and don't wait for them to try to drop these gems on you. Go ask your fucking questions. So there's a couple teachers that I definitely respect,
Mm-hmm.
and my boy Sean,
Mm-hmm.
he
Shout out to
bested,
Sean.
right? Sean Greentree, Anatara Yoga, dope dude.
Anatar.
Anatara,
Anatar is here.
and Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, cool.
Fort Lauderdale, yeah,
You taught a class today, right?
yeah.
Where at?
Equinox.
Equinox.
Yeah.
It's in Brickell. Or
In
some
Brickell
shit?
Heights.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
dope, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Hot vinyasa. That's all
Yeah,
you
it
teach,
was
right?
power. No, I teach a couple unheated classes.
Okay, really?
But,
Damn.
yeah, but
I like that shit he eated is good.
honestly, man,
It like opens you up,
and then
bro. and
that's
like,
the thing. If
and
it's
sweating, that shit
hot
feels
or
good.
not, it should. If it's not heated, I tell people all the time. If you think my heated classes are challenging, if I get to teach a 75-minute class that's not labeled like gentle or hot, if it's just your vinyasa,
Yeah.
because we're cool and we have to build our own fire, that class is going to be a whole lot harder.
Wow.
We're not going to take child's pose because we need to build that fire,
Yeah, man.
But Sean,
It's-
I asked him, I was like, yo, how do I make sure that I give a good class? Because I don't want to give a bad class.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what you're doing. Somebody is not going to like your class. And somebody's going to feel like you're the best thing that ever happened to their life. And both of those people more than likely will be in the same class.
Hell yeah.
Probably practicing right next to each other.
Wow.
Somebody is going to think it's too hot. Somebody going to think that heat was just perfect. A lot of the times they're going to be in the same class practicing right next to each other. He was like, you're never going to be able to give everybody what you want.
Yeah.
Even if you give specific directions, people are not really going to do everything. So make sure that no matter what you do, you get something for yourself out of the practice, and then whatever you get for yourself, see how you can make it accessible for everybody in the class. Somebody like you, somebody like me, somebody that's just been practicing forever,
Yeah.
and the person that's in the beginning, and then whatever happens, rock that shit.
Hell yeah.
And that was like, all right, that was basically the same approach I took when it came to personal training.
Dope.
I'm going to make sure you don't get hurt. You'll get strong.
Are you still active personally training people? Like, or what? You were doing that?
I was doing that for a while. I don't have
Like-
any personal training clients now.
Like
'cause
gyms and stuff? Or like, what
Yeah.
would you train people? Like, what would you do with them? Like, you would...
whatever they want. Basically, the same way with yoga.
Uh-huh.
I work with whatever you want. I
Got
can't
it.
say I'm going to make you stronger. What if you got shoulder issues? I
Yeah.
can't just throw you under some weight. So I always ask people, what do they want? A lot of people either want to look good, and if they want to look good, I ask them why. But for the most part, I start with what's going to make your life longer. Cardio, the bullshit that people are skipping now. You need to elevate your heart rate, and you need to build your lung strength. So everything that we
Cardio's
do,
important, huh?
it's a whole system, and I feel like the war against cardio is because you can't flex it. You can't show up to the gym and be like, yo,
Yeah.
look at how good I can breathe.
Wow.
Look at look at how strong my lungs are.
Yeah.
You can't flex that.
That's a great way to put it, bro. Wow.
So they have all these things now. Do this instead of cardio. Do this instead of running. Do this instead of that. Nah. When you have to supplement from what's natural, you're not going to win. Period. You know, you need to move your body. Running comes natural because it's what we did as kids. If you're supplementing running for burpees and shit, that's cool, but you don't live in a burpee fashion. You know, you might need to chase something. You might play basketball with your friends.
Yeah.
Ultimate Frisbee is my shit.
Oh, wow. That's dope. That's dope. I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to
Nobody fucking plays Ultimate Frisbee. Regular people don't play Ultimate Frisbee.
Yeah.
It's a lot of running.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot of fast
All it
pace
is.
and it's fun running.
And a disc.
Yo,
And a disc
Frisbee
that
is the
floats in
shit.
the air.
That's why True can play Frisbee.
No, oh, yeah.
She's the only person that'll play Frisbee with me all day.
Person. We're talking about True, your dog.
Oh, yeah.
Just so no one knows. I know exactly. I call my dog a person too, but whatever. True is
my dog. True
yeah.
is my Australian cattle dog.
Australian cattle. Dude, that
Yeah.
dog is so fucking smart, and she just like fucking looks at Tazz and like what she knows to do tricks and shit.
Oh, man, she knows
so
everything.
fucking, present, man. She's like a fucking little person.
But see, what's crazy about that, people think she's obedient like that. Because I don't have a farm and that's the type of dog that she is, if I don't keep her mind physically tired.
Stimulated and yeah, man.
The physical shit,
Yeah.
I'll never be able to get her tired.
Yeah, I see you got the other dog and
Yeah.
you, like are going on runs with them and shit.
Yeah,
like,
man.
like
Listen, I can skate really, really good.
like a skateboard or what do you
Rollerblade.
Rollerblades. Oh,
Rollerblade.
dope.
Really, really good. Hidden gem. I used to aggressive rollerblade. Still got 2 pairs at the house right
What's
now.
that?
Where they slide down the rails and slide down the
Oh shit, dope.
the ledges. Yeah, but
Yeah, you did like breakdancing and shit too, right? Yeah.
But fucking True, I still don't know how fast she can run.
Okay.
I've been full blown on my skates, and she's running at that pace where she's looking back at me, just still
to make sure.
hauling ass.
Wow.
So getting those dogs physically tired, very hard.
Yeah,
So you have to mentally stimulate them,
definitely.
or they will destroy everything that you hold valuable. They're
Wow.
born to nip.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
herding dogs.
Yeah.
They're just like Dexter.
Yeah.
They're born to nip. So
Yeah.
if you don't give them something to control their mouth, it's gonna end up on all your shit.
Wow. Yeah.
On all your shit.
People don't understand
They
why,
don't.
but that's man.
They don't.
That is why. Holy shit.
It's great to have a cool looking dog, a dog that can do cool shit. A lot of people don't realize what goes into making those dogs cool.
Yeah.
A lot of the cutest dogs or the designer dogs that have the great patterns,
Yeah.
high energy.
Yeah.
It's, if I could pass on anything to people buying a puppy or choosing a puppy, choose your energy level dog. You don't want that puppy that is bright and lively and full of life, because that's how they're going to grow up. And if that's not you, if you're not one of those people that are just bright and up and lively, that dog is you guys are going to clash.
Clash, exactly. 100%.
Just like everybody in the family. If you have siblings, you're not as energetic or as less active as your brother or sister.
100%.
In families, all the kids aren't athletes. You got the kid that's a star athlete and the kid that you couldn't pay them to play sports. We have that in my family. My little brother, fuck that. He told my mom straight up, listen, you got 3 athletes. All my older siblings are athletes. I'm not playing sports.
Wow.
I'm not playing sports. And you have that same shit with animals. You will have that herding dog that don't want to herd.
Where, like, did you specifically choose to get an Australian?
I did.
Okay.
Well, nah. She happened too.
Nice.
She happened to me too. I wanted an Australian Shepherd. Went and met with some breeders. And
Like, why? Just because,
Because they were going to do the same shit that True does.
Got it.
I wanted to...
just like you're saying, it matches with your personality and your energy and everything like that.
And I had to... I was a pit bull activist for a long time.
Oh, really? Dope,
Yeah.
dope.
And when I was out here, I had to...
Yeah, there's stigma and stereotype behind the pit bull.
All
right?
my pit bulls were trained the same way True is.
No
now.
way.
Yeah.
I don't have experience with pit bulls and stuff like that, but I know they're sweet, very
man, listen, the
family-oriented
things that you
and
have to
shit.
do to a pit bull to make them vicious
And that's
is
not,
a
and
lot.
That's how every other, you can do that to any fucking dog, basically.
True.
You know?
Australian cattle dogs, the way that True is, one of the things why you don't see a lot of the type of dog that True is because they call them Velcro dogs. And they pick their person, and because they're a herding dog, if I didn't flood True with people at a young age, she would bite a lot of people that got really close to me because that's what they do.
They protect.
Without training.
Yeah.
That's just what they do. So one of the things, people that know what type of dog she is, and when they see me in public with them, they were like,
you gotta send me like some pictures or
I
videos
definitely
of her,
will.
and I'll
Of
put
True?
I'll put it at the end.
Word up, word
Like
up.
if you have a video of her doing something,
Oh,
we'll
for sure.
pay some tribute to True. She's fucking
For sure.
awesome.
But they're like I said, it's work. It's anything that you put effort into can work in your favor.
Yeah.
A lot of Australian cattle dogs are not as friendly and as personal as True.
Yeah, she's approachable.
And it's not that's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
It took a lot to make that happen. And if you don't, it's one of those, oh, that's a bad dog. Those dogs bite people. No, that dog is literally doing what it was bred to do.
Literally.
That's it. And because you didn't do what you needed to do to bring it into your life, you live in a festive life. There's always people around.
Yeah.
And this dog only listens to you. How do you think that's going to turn out?
Exactly. No, you're right.
Chihuahuas do that shit.
Yeah.
But people don't take it hard. Oh, it's a little Chihuahua. That little Chihuahua's crazy. Yeah, but if that Chihuahua weighed 15 pounds,
Yeah.
it'd be different.
Yeah.
That dog's vicious.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Nah. Train your dogs.
Hell yeah.
Train your dogs. Take them out. Do
Yeah.
it around people,
Yeah, no, man. Dexter's favorite thing to do is to walk. So, bro, every day I just walk him.
He's
I
dope.
walk him. Yeah, bro.
Dexter is dope.
Fucking awesome.
Dexter's
great dog. Great
dope.
dog. I never, like trained him. Like he just knows what I can tell him to sit, wait, stay, wait. He knows.
guys
like
have
we,
that
we have
connection.
this connection, this structure. He knows what he can't and can't do because there's boundaries, and he knows what, He's just so smart and susceptible to like my energy and how my tone is. If I don't like something, they're very, we're their masters and not in a bad way.
Dexter was so dope because do people know what type of dog he is as soon as they see him?
No.
They don't know. See, and that's the thing. When I saw you with Dexter and how he was, and when I saw you at South Point,
Yeah. I might try
off
to put
the
them on.
leash,
They're late.
and a lot of people don't know
A lot of people don't like
how
that.
powerful that is,
Yeah.
though. With that type of dog,
And is their leash.
but it's exactly. Dexter's leash is optional.
Yep.
It's always optional because he would rather be with you than anywhere else.
Oh,
That
man,
respect.
100%. If I tell him, like,
Right.
stay here, don't go meet that dog, bro, he will fucking stay right there.
right there.
know?
And see, that is a lot of people with Belgians have a hard time controlling them.
Yeah, man.
Because they are a strong
And
energy dog.
I mean, I got him from the pound. I got him as a mutt. He has He's mostly Belgian Malinois, but he has a mutt, a little bit of mutt. Obviously not. He's not completely purebred.
I don't know.
Because I mean, I don't know.
Whatever
either.
he is,
Yeah.
my friend got a Belgian, full bred from a breeder.
Okay,
It looks
okay.
just like a puppy version of Dexter.
Yeah.
Everything, like he has all the traits, the
Yeah.
pointy ears, everything, bro.
yeah.
Somebody was slipping on him. Like I said,
How the hell did I walk in the pound and get
those
fucking
dogs
Dexter,
are
bro?
a lot.
I know,
They're
man.
very, very mouthy too.
I know.
Like they're so hot. People will get them, think they're cool, and then take them to the
Bro,
pound because they can't handle them.
Some of them trained, like you go for like $100K and shit
Yeah.
like that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
They are, a lot of homeowners and people with, access to like wealth and stuff. They're getting a bunch of them and just like to have in their home. But like, you got to keep them active and they're working like dogs.
You have to do shit.
Dexter's
with
retired,
them.
but man, like usually I take Dexter everywhere. I would have taken him yesterday, but it was too loud and stuff like that. I take him everywhere. Everywhere I go, I would bring him back and forth, and he definitely smells and walks around every fucking day. And he lives outside for the most part, you know, and I feel like it's really good for him. He's there running around in the yard, barking at people, you know, like through the fence. He's active. He's out there smelling, you know, living, bro.
Living.
You know, barking at this. That's his home. He protects his grounds, for the dog to be inside all the time, and then for the dog to be inside all the time, and then you don't even counteract it with activity and like lifestyle, like change. And bro, that sucks for, you know. I mean, but there are dog breeds that like that's their lifestyle. And, you know,
but even still, I tell people, man, listen. If
yoga, dogs, what's next?
Listen, if your dog has 4 feet, take them out, man. Yeah. They're
you're right.
Migratory animal. Like that's a big part. If I tell people,
I saw something really quickly because I'll forget it. I saw something. Hold your thought too. I saw something that said, you know, like 15 minutes of a walk for a dog is like 2 hours of stimulation for a human. Like they get so much information and stuff through their nose and through, you know, like So whatever.
So touching on that same thing there, the whole walk thing, man. If I've been saying it with my little post with my little Kai guy.
Kai.
Kai.
You got him from a breeder? Like, you got another Australian Shepherd? Like,
Australian cattle dog, yeah.
What's the reason? Why did you get another dog? Because how old is True?
I wanted a little homie. Oh, and I couldn't breed her 6.
True 6, okay.
6, yeah. She had a boyfriend, but I think I waited too long to try to breed her when she was like 4.
Okay.
And if you don't try that shit and it's just really been me and her, she's been around other dogs, but since I wasn't trying to breed her with any other dog, I had a specific breed I wanted to breed her with.
I
just didn't. Right? No, I was going to create me a dog.
No way.
Yeah.
Cool, bro.
Yeah, the same shit that we've all been doing. I was going to create me a little Tazz dog.
Yeah.
But
a little Tazz dog.
I already know, man.
Yo, bro. You've been teaching me yoga forever, and I never realized that you have a big Tasmanian fucking devil tattoo on your back.
You know what's funny?
What?
Olga just realized that shit this year. Maybe you know, like 5 months ago.
But it didn't connect, and I'm like, oh shit, Tasmanian. I'm like, bro, that shit like blew my mind. I'm like, yo, that's like the perfect fucking tattoo, bro. What's the story with that and shit? Like,
that's actually the first tattoo that I wanted.
Really, bro? You a ham? You got the big ass fucking back piece, bro.
It's a process. I don't like pain, G. I don't like pain. I got this one first. I got the one up here.
Mm-hmm. The Eye of Horus, right?
Yeah.
What is that? That's the Eye of Horus.
Yep. I got the one up there first, and then. Bro, no, I'm sorry.
Tattoos fucking suck. I just got this fucking shit done. This is my dog.
Oh.
Yeah. Speaking of dogs, yeah, he's old. Yeah, and one of my boys is starting tattooing, and he's like, dude, I'll do this shit for free on you, bro. And
that's dope, man.
Yeah, bro, he did this. This is Mac. He lives with my sister, but he's a fucking awesome little dog.
That's
one of
dope,
my favorite beers is a No Mamas Tripping Animals beer, and this is exactly. He looks exactly like him. So I was there at this fucking convention. I mean, I was there for my friend's Yozo Sushi. She was doing like a thing. She owns this little sushi spot in Upper Buena Vista, and this guy was there fucking tattooing, and he's just starting out and this and that. He's like, bro, get one. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck I'd want. Bro, just do good, get it. And I'm like, I'm holding the beer, and I'm like, holy shit, could you do this on me? He's like, yeah. He's about to do it. He's like, bro, actually come to my house tomorrow and I'll do it at your house. Bro, I thought that this thing was gonna be like, you know, I thought he was gonna put a little fucking. I wasn't ready for a tat, bro. Look at what he did to me. He fucking put the whole stencil on my leg, and I'm like, bro, that bitch hurt. Cause like, you know, that shit's all color. Like, there's no skin. Like, you know, the skin was all fucking. You know, all my tattoos are like full fucking pieces. But man, I got this when I was like 18. But this one I got now when I'm 25, and bro, it shook me up a little bit because I was there like fucking in pain. Yeah. You know, like that shit hurts.
I don't.
Yeah.
Needles, nah. Tattoos, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I went through the process. You know, I got the arm shit to see what it felt like.
Where
did
you get it done? In Miami or
Oakland, California?
Okay, in Cali. Okay.
Yeah,
How old were you when you got that? That was.
Oh no, what? My back?
Yeah, your back.
No,
your back.
I got that in North Carolina.
Okay.
I got that in North Carolina.
Dope.
22.
You were 22. Holy shit.
Yeah. I just had my daughter.
Oh wow. Dope.
Yeah.
Does your daughter live here or she?
Nah, North Carolina.
Okay, cool.
North Carolina, yeah.
Dope. Does she do yoga?
She's the reason why I teach the way that I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Elaborate.
Like I said, when I started yoga, she was 5, and it destroyed me in my living room. And she wanted to do it with me because we were doing it on the tape, you know. And
Yeah.
she was, you know, little kids.
Yeah.
Am I doing it right? How do I do it?
Yeah.
You know, so the way that I explained it to her, I don't explain it to her like she was stupid. I explained it to her like she was 5. She just didn't know. I put it in her mind frame. So whenever I teach somebody something, I just tell them like they don't know, but I assume they have common sense. You know, and that's just how it goes. But now I think she still practices, but she was practicing all through high school.
No way.
All
That's
through high
awesome,
school.
man.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It's good.
So, the Tazz tattoo. Let's hit that.
Shit.
What is that? Your name is Tazz.
Yeah.
Is that your actual name?
No.
What's your actual name? Goddamn, I don't even know.
A lot of people don't. That means it was successful. I had a that was my goal.
Yeah.
To work successfully enough to where my name is so much Tazz, people question if that's my real name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boucher.
That's your actual name?
Yeah.
Boucher?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Boucher.
Nice to meet you as well.
So how did Tazz, where the hell did Tazz come from?
Childhood.
Childhood? They just called you
football.
Tazz, like what? Like because of the Tasmanian devil? Like,
Yeah. I was a whirlwind of destruction. And I
yo,
was tiny.
that's a cool fucking nickname that sticks. If a nickname
tiny.
then like that's your name, bro. It's your fucking name.
Football. Yeah, it happened with football. You know, playing Pop Warner football.
And did your family adopt this? Like fucking they
Yeah.
call you Tazz too?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Boucher.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
where
spell your
Tazz the
name
Ninja.
Bouche.
Nope. Bue.
Bue.
Che.
CHE. That's a cool fucking name. That's pretty
Yeah.
fucking unique, huh?
It's all right.
Damn.
Nah, I like it now. I like it now.
Cool, man. Cool.
I liked it. Well,
Yo, how
I
many?
liked it the first time.
I hope I didn't put you on the spot and shit like that.
Nah.
Damn,
That's all
bro.
good.
How many people? Who knows that you're?
A lot of people don't know.
Yeah, right.
Anybody that knows me, that knows you,
Yeah.
that's gonna watch this are gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, right.
No
What the
shit,
hell?
nobody knows.
I'm gonna put fucking Boucher instead of Tazz. No, I'm
Nobody
kidding, I'm
knows.
kidding.
Nobody knows. You know, and it's one of those things. You know, my homegirl would tell me, "Why don't you just tell people your name is Boucher?" And honestly, I love Tazz. I mean, we are the same fucking person, but
Yeah, of course.
I feel like if you expose everything that you are to everybody, when shit goes sour or things get fuzzy for a minute, you've already been so exposed you have nothing to really go back into without fucking running away. You know, the whole world can have complete access to Tazz. Very special and very few people have access to Boucher Carter.
Wow.
You know, that person you never meet until you've been in my life a certain way.
Damn.
You know, family members.
Honored, bro. Honored to meet Boucher.
100%, G. You're OG. You're OG. You're good.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know, it's
Appreciate it, man.
you're one of the few people like out here now, coming of age out here now.
Yeah.
The people, like I said, you didn't exist, and then you showed up. You became one of those beautiful strangers, and now you're my
Thank you,
boy.
bro. Hell yeah. Forever,
You're my
bro.
boy.
Hell yeah.
You're my boy that I'm proud to see going away
Yeah.
and gonna miss.
Yeah, bro.
Authentically.
Likewise, man. I'm
Like
gonna
I
miss you too.
can't wait for you to come back.
Yeah.
So I can stop doing some shit to make time to come
Yeah.
see you because you're not
Hell
gonna
yeah.
be here that long.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and this is the kind of shit that I try to tell people. This is the beauty of letting go.
Yeah, man.
If you, I'm gonna miss you so much. Listen, bro,
But
I
imagine
can't.
if I stayed here forever and
Right.
and like, you know,
Anything.
you
Yeah, but,
can't- instead of letting it encompass you, and you gotta go at it, go against it, you know, and dude, you know, bro,
Because
you
I
gotta make a
know when I talk
sacrifice.
to you and I see you, you're gonna tell me some shit
Yeah.
that I've never
I'm
thought
gonna
about. You're
go
gonna
out
tell me
there.
some stories that I
Yeah.
never really seen. Man, it's gonna be beautiful moments
Yeah.
for us to just deepen our friendship.
Yeah, man.
And it
Hell yeah.
has to happen because
Honestly, I thought about that too. Sorry to cut you off.
so man, we're talking,
for
G,
sure, for
we're
sure, for sure.
talking.
So I thought about that too, man. It's like I feel like, you know, the real relationships that I have, man, with people and friends and family, it'll only grow. You know, you will be a little bit. I mean, man, the best relationships are like this, bro. Like we don't fucking talk every day, and even my friends, like look at my people that pulled up yesterday, and everyone was like mostly busy, but we had a real gathering at my friend Samuel's house like 2 weeks ago and everything. Everybody fucking came, and like, dude, everyone was there, bro, and like those are just relationships that stick around in life, you know, and sometimes like. People try to keep up and keep in contact with this person. Bro, I've known some of these kids since... Bro, look at Brandon Martinez yesterday with the Love Yourself shirt.
Yeah.
Bro, I grew up with that, bro, pre-K. Dude, I've known him for like fucking 22 years, 24, 23 years. Not even pre-K. We used to go to a daycare called the Growing Place right in front of K3 Center. Shout out to the Growing Place. We used to be in daycare together, and look at us now. Fucking super proud of him, bro. He works with his father at a tire shop.
Nice.
Tires and everything like that. Please, plugging in Hallandale Tire Center right there on 103rd Street in front of Matter Lakes in Hialeah.
Word.
Yeah.
I do need 2 tires.
Dude, seriously.
Worth shit, no doubt. Yeah. Why not? Listen, give money to the people that you know.
Yeah, man, exactly.
If they got it and they provide that service,
100%.
Spend money with the people that you know. You can go to Walmart. Anybody can order everything from Amazon. Pay for the shit that you need so you know where the money is going. Yeah. Don't haggle your friends. No,
100%, man. That it goes a long way, bro. I really agree with that too, And I see it a lot. A lot of my friends support this shit that I'm doing. The podcast,
yeah, man.
They watch it, bro. And you know what? It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's inspiring others to start their own thing. They're gaining knowledge. And like, how cool? I just find it so interesting and dope, bro, that we can fucking sit here, have a conversation. Stuff that we already do, but we're putting it, we're capturing it in real time, and we're putting it like a fucking diary that is always going to be there. Like, know how cool it is to... not a lot of people, they'll live their whole lives and then you only have like memories about them. And memories are super, not to, say that everything has to be recorded and everything. There's nothing prettier and better than being present and having beautiful memories in your brain. But dude, it's fucking dope to have a fucking little visual, diary of who you were at this moment in time and in life, and these videos, sometimes I worry, oh shit, like people are going to think of me this way, think of me that way. But bro, first of all, these fucking videos don't completely define us.
Not at all.
Like it's just one little peek into, and bro, not everything's not perfect. It's sometimes it's weird to get in front of a camera, hear your own voice, get behind, you get naturally nervous and stuff like that. That's how I get. And it's just funny. I'm glad that you were doing this because you were the first guest. Holy shit, you were the first.
That's right.
You were the first guest, bro.
Damn, man.
I was like, yo, and you're first and not last, but you're last until the new season begins.
Right.
Goddamn. Hey,
I'm
man.
the to be continued episode.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Damn.
That's funny, bro. It's hilarious, Tazz, because that podcast, bro, your mic was the only one that was plugged in correctly.
That's right.
I didn't even know how to fucking use my shit. And you see this right here? It has to be on a dynamic mic or whatever. I had it on the wrong type of mic setting. So you can barely hear me and Brandon. I'm here touching it in the middle of the podcast. I'm like, bro, I can't hear myself that good. And I just fucking press the buttons in the middle of the podcast, bro. And you hear like fucking 45 minutes into it, bro. And like, yeah, that shit was funny.
Damn, man.
And I had everything was just, it was funky. I had different chairs that didn't look good. Like, but that's the point of it. That's the beautiful journey of.
We got to do this when you come back. Whenever 100%, you can come back 100%. And set up. I would love to be you tell me, and I would love to be that back from the to be continued.
Yo, hell yeah.
Because it might not even really be from this location.
Oh, no, it's not. Yeah. Remember, Brandon, he's going to come live here. Brandon Alabama.
That's dope, man.
Yeah. He's going to come live over here.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah. No, dope. We want fam. We want people we know here. We don't want, people we don't know.
Yeah.
We could have put it on, online and gotten, what the rate is, but we don't want that. We want a friend and family here.
Right.
We're not in it for the money. We want someone to take care of the space, be good. Same as in the house. One of my very good friends, Justin, amazing person that's there as a tenant that like respects privacy, respects.
Right.
Yo, you want some food? Like it's just awesome.
Right. Community,
bro. Living around like people, like it'll either like fucking it'll either like make or break it. Like people, but like sometimes it just is perfect, bro. And you know, it's been such a pleasure, you know, having him as my neighbor. And
Yeah.
I, you know, I'm really excited for Brandon to come here in this space and see what he does. And he's like, I'm gonna make you proud, bro. He asked me to leave one of the mics so you can like start streaming and stuff. Absolutely, bro. Do your
Word.
thing. You know,
Word.
he's gonna bring his dog. He has a pit bull actually. He has a pit bull.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for him. I know he's excited. I mean, hence, you know, nothing in here. Bro, you remember how much fucking sticker?
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
I had
Oh,
to.
shit.
Yeah. I had to fucking remember that. That's you, right?
That is me.
You're the only one that fucking we tried, bro. We put like acetone. We did a lot. Whoa.
That is me.
My stepmom, Diana, shout out to her. She fucking came in here. And I was here, but you know, I'm not that good at cleaning, man.
That's crazy.
You know?
That
But,
shit's gonna change,
bro.
bro.
I know. I'm gonna fucking be ironing. I'm gonna be making my bed.
You're
and
gonna be
shit.
spick and span.
Yeah.
G.
I'm pretty, you know, for the most part, bro, I really kept my area nice and clean and everything like that. Everything always had a home, and for the most part, everything was, you know, you can't have too much clutter in a small area like this, you know.
Right.
You know, and
Everything should have a purpose.
yeah, and hey, we've had a lot of layouts here, but this is the Murphy bed. I know you know.
Yeah.
So you know, this is the like, bro. This is only taking up like, look how much free space you have here. Like,
Yeah.
how smart is it? How many feet is this right here? Like fucking 2-3.
Is
feet?
this is built in?
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
nice.
a carpenter came in here.
Okay.
And he put this, he put that, and he put that. And look at how I'm actually noticing right now. Look at how smart the fucking design was, man. Like, it's literally only
Very
taking
much
up
space
like
saving.
4 fucking feet of space. And when you gotta sleep, you put the bed down. Kitchen,
That's
bathroom,
dope.
fucking TV, surround sound, bro. It's everything.
Good to go.
Everything you need, man. And to find something now in Florida or Miami,
Great
you know,
spot to save money, man.
yeah, bro. Yeah.
Great
No, I
spot to
hope he
save money.
utilizes it correctly. You know, Brandon Alamam, I'm super proud of him, bro. You know, he was chunkier, dude, and he locked the fuck in. He started doing meal prepping. Dude, did all the hard shit that a lot of people don't like to do, bro. He stopped hanging out with everyone. Dude, don't hit me up. I need to do this. I need to lose weight. You know, bro, and he's looking awesome, bro. He's going to the gym. You know, I'm proud of him. You know, like I love to see my friends doing good, bro, and doing the shit that it's hard, bro. It's like, dude, that shit is not easy, man. Like, you know, doing the shit you don't want to do, but you know you have to do when you overpower it and you do it, like it feels fucking good, man.
Yeah, you just gotta keep going. As bullshit as it sounds, as it can sound, just keep going.
Yeah.
You know, when you start thinking too much, stop and just go.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean make the decision or, you know, take the leap. Just do whatever comes natural in that moment, even if it's something on purpose for nothing.
Yeah.
Go walk. You know, what I like to do when shit get hard like that and I don't know what to do and too many options, what the fuck do I do? I understand the choice that I make needs to affect me right now. I know I can't keep making this choice if it's not progressive. So what I'll do, I'll watch something funny.
Wow.
So at least if I'm going to be stressed out about something and I don't know what the fuck to do or how it's going to get done, I need to change my mind frame and how I feel about myself. So I watch an old movie or an old show, something that I know is funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and another one of the things, since I don't have to wake up in the morning to take care of my mental health.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, healing that inner child. I've never really stopped. But because I worry a lot more now, every morning I watch some type of cartoon. Every Saturday morning.
I fucking love cartoons.
Every Saturday morning I watch some type of cartoon and eat a fucking bowl of cereal.
Hell yeah.
Just
Child,
because. Because I can, and it makes me feel good. I'm not trying to recapture my childhood. I remember how good that felt and how simple it was.
Yeah.
I do pay my own fucking bills. I
Yeah.
do have a job. I have the ability to sit down and take care of myself authentically. And
Yeah, those
instead of
You gotta stop and smell the flowers.
100%.
You know?
Why fucking like, oh, it's the weekend, I'm gonna sleep in late. You already feel like you work too much. Fucking wake up and go do something for yourself that you don't do throughout the week.
Yeah.
You know, wake up and go do nothing on purpose.
Yeah.
Go wake up and stand outside and waste time. You know, and just fucking, like you said, wake up and smell the flowers.
Yeah.
Fucking go stand up on your feet and not be on your way to work or getting the kids ready or don't sleep in into the last moment, and now you're getting up in the same type of way of weekday.
Yeah.
You know, so you're living for Friday. You're living for what are you gonna do on the weekend?
Yeah, you
Man,
said
I'm
something
gonna
the other
sleep
day in
in.
your class. You were like, if you do something every day, then every day could be Friday or something. You said something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
When people come to, hey, that is Friday, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
You do cool shit, man. Like for some of your class, like Fridays, okay, so tell me why you changed. So Fridays, you have no music and you look away from the mirror, right?
Yeah.
Is there any other classes that you do something? Like, is there a
Nope.
theme? This is the only class that there's something that
Yeah.
you do always. So what's that about? Like, tell me.
Friday was the first class I ever taught at Body for Yoga.
Really? So it's
Yeah,
always been
so-
6 p.m. or?
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Now you do Friday 6 p.m., Sunday 12:15, Monday 6 a.m.,
yep.
and Tuesday
4 and 7:30.
4 and 7:30.
Yep. And now on the first Sunday of every month at 11.
Oh, really?
That's a mini workshop. that
No
we do.
way. Dope. Congrats, bro. That's awesome.
Alignment and shit.
That's great. Is it separate from the membership or?
Nah, it's just a class. It's a new class on the schedule.
Dope.
Yeah,
dope,
yeah,
dope. 11 a.m.
Yeah, but we break down.
It's hot?
No.
Okay.
It's in the back room.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
We do a small little flow to get everybody warmed up, and then we break down like my cueing, where the foot goes in Warrior One, and why it's important, and why you don't go all the way down in Chaturanga, and how you work on that shit to
those
get everything.
Basic poses that, you fly by as a yogi and you just want to do all the fun, cool shit.
Help get everything.
Those poses that you overlook, man.
I'm gonna tell you just in case if I don't think Brian has told you, but you and Brian started coming to my class hardcore right around the same time.
Yeah, man.
You guys were coming out there to the beach with me. And
Yeah.
you guys were down hardcore.
Yeah.
He couldn't believe how fast you got your handstand.
Yeah.
And he asked me, he was like, "Man, Miguel got his handstand fast. How do I get mine?" I was like, "You gotta slow down."
Yeah, bro.
I was like, "Look at that. Miguel can stand on his hands, but he also has started taking Savasana early."
Yeah, bro.
He doesn't do everything fast. He's slowing down and he stopped trying
and
to do
and
it
I want
right.
to stick to the basics too. Like, you say a lot of times, like you make me realize that it's not. How can you you can't even stand properly on your 2 feet in Warrior 2 or like those poses in chair,
Right.
And you want to stand on your hands, so like. Yeah, man, I wanna like take more time, and that's why I asked you the other day, what is a proper chaturanga?
Yeah.
I want to get into like those simple like I want to start from the bottom again, like.
And that mechanics right there that I showed you, that chaturanga sequence,
Dude, it's stuck. Like now I know you.
It'll
it's
take
not-
you,
It's about
like,
bending the elbows instead of putting your butt. Like yeah,
100%.
so that stuck with me.
that same shit, because you can do handstand. If you wanted to flow from your handstand into your chaturanga, that same exact movement, you would bend, like when you're here, you would bend the elbows and you would come down, and then you would shift forward and drop your feet, and you land in your low plank, and then you finish your shit. Instead of it being a completely different thing. Oh, I can't come down from handstand to chaturanga. Can you come from high plank to chaturanga? Same shit.
Yeah.
The only thing that's different, you're vertical and your hands are down instead of forward.
Yeah.
But when you start making it more than it is, it's always gonna be.
Yeah.
I can't do this shit. It's scary. Well, then why are you thinking about it? Stop thinking about it.
Bro, I never want to, like, I don't even think it's possible, but like, recently, man, I've just like, life has been happening to me, lifestyle changes and everything like that. I haven't been as active. I'm a little bit, rudimentary or sedimentary, whatever, not moving, so you're reminding me, bro, like, dude, I was going to yoga fucking every day. And like, that's why it's called a practice, bro, because you practice and man, you build muscle in these places that's why I really like yoga, because I don't know, man. So I was seeing, like, I just don't like the gym because, a lot of people are like, don't go to the gym, but like, bro, Power Parties, the company that I would work for, shout out to Willie, he's like my second dad. So I was strong because, bro, I was picking up speakers and utilizing all these tendons in your body that you just can't hit with the same motion of a fucking machine.
Yeah.
I think there's a saying that the strongest type of strong is farm strong. People that farm, that are plowing shit.
Yeah.
That are, it just hits all these tendons and these joints. And, You know, man, yeah, man. I remember like, yeah, I want to get back to it, man. That's how I felt the best when I would just do yoga every day, you know, drink because it gives you a really nice, proper like balance and lifestyle. Because if you do yoga, you have to you have to focus on breath because
Yeah.
that usually is a subconscious thing that you don't even think about. You don't get into it. But yoga, you have to fucking breathe. Now you're gonna pass the fuck out.
You have to breathe.
You have to drink water,
Have to
and
drink
you know you
water.
have to be well rested. You can't like fucking go out the whole night before and then go to like you have to have
And
you
if
have to
you
invest
do,
for the next day.
if you do that, and that's fine, honor your fucking body. Why are you trying to do everything and you know you're hungover?
Yeah.
When you need to sweat it out, do your vinyasas, do your down dog, take your knee.
I'm
and
talking
then,
all this
you
shit, but bro, I
know,
swear to God, today I wasn't gonna go because I'm just like, fuck, I'm hungover.
Yeah,
like,
and let it
Vanessa
be
fucking
what it
pushed me,
is.
man. I'm so happy I did because I felt, I sweat
It's
that shit out. I
always-
felt so much better.
It
bro.
always
I drank a
is.
bunch of water. It really, I would have, if I didn't do yoga, man, I would have been all fucked up the whole entire day.
Man, I'm telling you, when
You
you
know?
just get in there and move, you don't have to do shit. Just move your body. Do the things that you can do well. Everybody can do the vinyasa.
You're doing 6 a.m. on Monday, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to your 6 a.m. on Monday.
Word
I
up.
have to be. I know Monday's your chill day, and I'm.
Oh, it'll be a good one. It's gonna be a good chill day. It's,
Yeah.
it's a good Monday. It's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
Monday
And
chill.
that's the only class you teach on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. 6
yeah.
a.m. I'll be there because I have to
But,
be at the hotel at 3 p.m. on Monday.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah.
One of the sneaky secret things about yoga, bro, I wasn't expecting. Once you do it enough to where you like it, if you stop, you realize it is the one thing that's been missing from your life. That's the one thing that you talk about all the fucking time, bro.
First time I ever did yoga, bro, I was like, dude, this is the answer to all of my
Man.
fucking questions. Everything. It was like the perfect thing that I found. So yeah, man, everyone's not perfect, but it's actually really nice to see where what I love and what I like, I let it go and look at me realizing that I don't not want to do it. I want to keep doing it, So it would suck if I didn't do it. I don't miss it, but bro, I miss it so much. I love it. And now, I started getting back into shape, being more active because I'm going to go fucking to boot camp, and I have to be fucking ready, bro. I have to really be ready. And I'm doing these classes. I'm back in there. I'm like, bro.
Do your Sundays and Sun B's, bro.
Yeah, man.
Learn them like as you're here.
Yeah.
On YouTube, just look it up. Sun Salutation A and Sun Salutation B. It's you've done it.
I know.
You've done it in everybody's class.
I know.
But look it up, learn it. It's
Got it.
real easy, and that'll be your secret. That'll be your secret to longevity.
Dope.
And anything else you want to add to it, whatever you want. Because the Sun A and the Sun B, they don't have Warrior 2. They don't got triangles.
So just basically, Sun Salutation A. It's a collection of poses.
Yeah,
that you
it's
do that you
it's
start
a
somewhere.
flow.
It's a flow.
Yeah.
How long is it? Like how many?
It's the first flow. Like
what,
if you've
what
ever.
the fuck is yoga? Do you know about the history of like Sanskrit and like?
I do. I'm the wrong
You know.
person to try
Okay,
to
for sure,
give
for
you
sure.
the thing, but it's definitely not what it was.
Yeah.
And it'll never be what it was in the West.
How the hell? What?
100%.
Do some research because man,
It is very
what the hell?
they don't know. They do and they don't.
Yeah.
It's Indian, but you can say it's also Asian because they do yoga over there in the Asias, and they do yoga definitely in India.
Yeah.
They have Buddhas in India, and they have Buddhas in Asia.
Yeah.
So a lot of the philosophies are kind of the same. They also have Tai Chi over there, but they don't really have Tai Chi in India. But they got
My grandma, she's 89. She's doing Tai Chi.
it's the best.
Yesterday she did a like a class presentation. And
It's the
like,
best shit ever, man. It's not easy. It is not easy. A lot of people think Tai Chi is easy. It is not.
Let me look at that video a second.
But man, it's one of those things that it's really in its whole. Yoga was meant to move the body in all the positions that aligns with its makings. That's where the alignment comes from. Learning the power of the breath. Long time ago, we understood within ourselves the power of breathing. holding it, breathing hard, breathing with purpose. Lamaze has been around for generations. You know, that
Sorry.
powerful breathing breath.
That's my grandma.
Nice.
89, dude. That's her right there. I haven't watched these videos. That's why I'm pulling it up right now because I'm like, fuck, let me watch this before I have to save these.
Yeah, you do.
You know how good that is for her mind and everything, bro? She's 89. She drives. Like, she's doing really good for her age, man.
It is. And it's conscious, purposeful movement.
Dude, and she fucking loves me so much. And, like, you know, it would be selfish of her to be like, no, don't go and everything. And she's the one that's pushing me. She's like, this is going to be so fucking good for you. She's like, my mom's like, pick Florida. And my grandma's like,
no.
she doesn't even want me to go to Puerto Rico because I have family in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
you know,
and it's still
she's
close.
Like,
you don't need a passport to go.
Yeah. So she wants to, you know, she's pushing me to go to like the coolest. I mentioned Alaska. She's like, Alaska's fucking beautiful. So
don't go to Alaska.
Why not? It's cold as fuck.
Fabi's homegirl, her bird person is in Alaska.
What's a bird person? What do you mean?
She fucking studies Arctic birds of prey.
No fucking way. That's like, what's that fucking bird movie with, what is it, Jack Black and someone else? Have you seen that movie?
What movie?
Dude, I need to send it to you, man.
But yeah, she's shout out to Maya. Maya's dope.
Okay.
But
so she lives in Alaska.
Yeah, man.
Studying Arctic birds.
Arctic birds of prey.
Birds of prey.
Yeah, the birds that eat meat.
Wow.
The birds that hunt.
Like little rabbits and rodents.
Yeah, owls and falcons and those types of things. But yeah, it's hard out there. A lot of your food is rationed. Alaska,
really?
Yeah. Undercover, Alaska's the most, outside of Hawaii, the most expensive place to live in the United States because flown in.
Yeah.
Everything has to get flown in, you know, even to if they have a Walmart or whatever generic shit that we got here,
yeah,
all their supplies have to be
it'll be a big
flown
change.
In. Right. If I were you with this experience, if you choose to get stationed, fucking go to Hawaii.
Yeah. That's my main
Why
pick.
not?
I mean, dude, we're talking strictly, you know, it can be whatever, but they give me a dream sheet and it says at the beginning, we're going to do our best to honor your geographical location, list them from highly desirable to least highly desirable. But it's a dream sheet, bro. They're going to put me wherever they need me. But
yeah, 100%.
But my first pick is going to be Hawaii. I'd love to go to Hawaii. And yeah, I'm going to put Hawaii. I have to do my research about Guam. Because I know Guam is a small little island, and I don't know if I want to be stuck on a small, tiny little island.
And your Coast Guard. The waters of Guam are crazy.
Yeah.
The shit that happens in the waters of Guam are fucking crazy, G.
Like, fucking, yeah.
Around there, yeah,
you know,
it's
though,
crazy.
I want to do exciting, fun, like, shit. You know, I picked the rate that does, you know, search and rescue, like.
What are you thinking about? Which ones? Hawaii, Guam, what and what?
Hawaii, Guam, Puerto Rico.
Uh-huh.
And then, so basically, look, man, this is how it is. So there's different districts in the Coast Guard. I'm going to show you this map. So you can put the district. So check out this picture here. You can put the district and then, but here's the thing. You can put there, if you want to be on a land station or if you want to be on a cutter. If you're on a cutter, it's a big ass boat that goes underway for like 3 months at a time. You go to like fucking, you know, islands and you do like patrols and you do these missions and you go all over the world. So you're not home a lot. You know, you're gonna be underway maybe 6 months out of the year. Not like the Navy. The Navy will go out for 6 months at a time.
Yeah.
Nah, man, we go out for like a month. We come back for a month. We go out for a month. Shit like that, you know. But I want to experience that, like fucking that life, bro. Like. To be a sailor. You were asking me about the boatswain's mate. Let's search up the boatswain's mate definition. I did it with Vanessa. So here it is. In the United States Coast Guard, a boatswain's mate, BM, is a highly skilled and versatile enlisted rating responsible for all aspects of deck seamanship and navigation, as well as a multitude of other duties both on ships and at shore stations. BMs are known for their expertise in small boat operation, navigation, and logistics. and they often serve as leaders in search and rescue, aids to navigation, and maritime law enforcement. So that's basically it, bro. They're like
Word.
leaders in the fucking, you know, the Coast Guard. And I don't know, like, I just thought that's like, I don't want to be stuck behind a fucking like desk and shit. I want to be fucking active.
You want to be in there.
Yeah, man. I want to do exciting, you know, stuff. Like, yeah, man. I want to like fucking save lives if I could and everything. I think it's gonna be an awesome thing that even if I don't like it, bro, it's gonna be an amazing learning experience. And
I can dig it. I like it.
Man,
I like it.
Fuck yeah, you know, I want to. It's gonna be cool to be able to say, "Holy shit, I did the military." You know?
Right.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be dope, bro. It's gonna be an addition to.
You're
like,
gonna
my
definitely
experience.
have life stories.
Exactly.
Definitely have life
It's
stories.
gonna be a time for change because, you know, like, man, you know, I've been doing the same shit for ever since I got out of high school. I mean, same shit as in, bro, just working, you know, and like, you know, just working, traveling, and you know, I'll just stay kind of stagnant if I don't, you know, make a big change right now. And it's, you know, there's a reason, you know, like I feel like we all have like, you know, guardian angels and stuff pushing us in the right, in some direction, you know, and I feel like they push me in this way, and like, you know, if it wasn't meant to be, it wouldn't have meant to be, but I think it's meant to be, dude. I'm excited, man.
I like it. What made you choose the Coast Guard?
First of all, it's the branch with the least amount of members. It has 30,000 active members. All the other ones have like 500,000 and stuff. So you have more camaraderie, you know, you have more like brotherhood, friendship with the people, you know, it's very tightly knit, you know, like, so I feel like they treat you more like a person than a number. Like in the Navy, to get like a fucking day off, you need to fucking send this.
Yeah.
You know, you're a little bit more, it's more personable. They really take care of their own, you know, and like, you know, people make fun of it, but I actually find it funny because they look at I showed up to the military entrance processing station in shorts, and these shorts right here actually, and you're wearing a tag that says fucking Coast Guard, or you're wearing a tag with your branch. Dude, I was the only fucking guy. First of all, I was the only guy in shorts. And then I'm the only guy going to the Coast Guard. Everyone's going to the Marines and this and that. And you should have seen, bro. It's funny. Like, all of them call me out, bro, with the shorts thing. Fucking shorts. Oh, Coast Guard. You know, you fucking, you know, like they think it's like it's like a fun, you know, it's not as like hardcore as, you know. And man, it was funny. One guy there, he wanted to be a Marine. He's like, bro, why don't you just like do the Marines? Like, if you're gonna do it, you might as well like go all the way and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. And bro, the funny thing is, he was pressing me, and bro, he didn't even get accepted, bro. Like, he didn't even get accepted, bro. Bro, dude, I went to that station, the military entrance station, with like fucking 200 kids, bro. Dude, like only 50 to 70 of us came out like processed and ready without having to get waivers, bro. Like it was hard, man. It was fucking hard to get in.
Yeah.
You know, it's not easy, bro. And you know, you have to have good vision, you have to have good hearing, you have to be fit, you know, and everything like that. I was watching a podcast with Joe Rogan, and the guy was like, dude, it's fucking harder to get into the military than it's to college and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a really good experience for me, and I just don't want to do myself the disservice and like let it change me or brainwash me, and to get, you know, I will always be Miguel, this fun, cool. My soul will never be changed or tainted by anything that I don't truly agree with. And I'm going to continue yoga, and I'm going to continue the podcast.
Word. Do it, man.
Hell yeah.
Do it. It's going to work.
It's
going to work. It has no choice.
Exactly.
That's the one thing that I have learned. You know,
man.
It has no choice. Everything will work.
Hell yeah.
If you think it's not working right, but you're still going, you're the one that's in the way.
Yeah, man.
You know, that's fucking dope, man.
Hell yeah.
4 years is gonna fly by.
Hell yeah. I'm excited,
wait.
man.
So you leave Monday, right?
I leave
Monday 3.
Monday.
And then you're leaving out to basic training when? Tuesday. You're going to be in basic training in Jersey.
Tuesday night, I arrive at Cape May, New Jersey, U.S. Coast Guard.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
All right. So after that, how long are you going to be in basic training?
It's 8 weeks. It's a 53 days.
53 days.
Yep.
And then after that, you come home
For 5 days.
Right?
And then I get straight to my
and
station.
Then you go out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. It's exciting.
And then you're going to be there for
the next 4 years.
God, well, you get to visit.
I get 30 days.
You don't have time.
I get 30 days off.
Yeah.
You know, and bro, what if they put me in fucking, you know, who knows where they put me?
Yeah, but
We'll see.
it don't matter. You don't, but Jesus, yeah, you gone.
Yeah, man.
You gone already.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
8 weeks is gonna fly by.
Oh, 1,000%.
That 8 weeks is
Probably
gonna
gonna
fly
be the
by.
hardest fucking 8 weeks of my life, you know. But if other people can do it, I can do it too. And
Damn
you
right,
know,
man.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to be a fun little joyful fun little ride. Like I'm ready to experience it, take it with, bro, I'm going to be
I
there.
remember before we even shot the first podcast, you were talking about being a traveling vlogger.
Yeah.
You're like, you want to quit your job and just go travel
Yeah.
and then just vlog everything.
I've always like had that, like little seed that I've planted somewhat with my Instagram, but like,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, bro, I had to either choose. Like, I went to Spain and I was going to like try to vlog the whole fucking thing. And I'll tell you, man, like, I was trying to do it and stuff, but like, I honestly, like, I would want to pay someone to fucking follow me around with the camera.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like here with the camera and like, it's just a little odd. Like, I don't know. I haven't pushed myself to do that. I know bro, that's just like an art form. There's people that do it really well, man. It changes up your energy when there's a camera there, like just naturally human, some people like freeze up or sometimes you can utilize it and you can like, it's a fucking form of art, bro. Some people are fucking good with that shit.
Yeah. Now, man, you're about to
yeah, bro,
you're about to
all
do
real.
the traveling.
Yeah, man.
And you got the podcast.
Yep.
Now, when you're stationed, do you think, well, yeah.
I can, bro.
You can podcast from where you are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna meet people.
Ah.
I have all my shit. I put it in a box, bro. I labeled it podcast shit. Bro, they moved. They'll pay for me to move.
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. That's right.
I have my car.
Ah, man.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I can't
It's gonna be
wait.
dope, bro.
I can't wait for the first part. So that means when you're out there, you have to shoot the first podcast solo.
Yeah, huh?
Just as
just a conversation.
Readjustment.
We're gonna have a guest today. It's me, bro.
Like, yo, the shit that I've gone through.
Yeah,
Listen.
yeah. It's pretty funny, right? Fucking some guy just sitting in his room by himself talking into a fucking camera.
Like, yo, listen.
Yeah, there are a lot of classified shit, and there's things that I can and can't talk about. But I'm gonna be very clear with whoever, like is my boss or whatever the fuck, that I'm going to make sure I'm gonna know my parameters and my rules, so I don't get in trouble. I am a part of the government. I am a soldier,
And that's what you want to do. Ask up front.
Exactly.
Like, yo, I got a podcast.
Because there's people out there that fucking are doing it, bro. There's people that are, showcasing their experience in the military and everything.
Yeah.
That's why I made that account, U.S. Coast Guard Miguel, because I want to help other people that are maybe thinking about it or just showing a new perspective on what being in the military is like for someone who a lot of people. It was like, whoa, you're taking a fucking a left turn, And
Yeah.
I feel like that's my superpower though. I'm not, no one really saw it coming, and that's why I think I'm gonna like it. I feel like I'm gonna fucking like it,
I can dig it, man. You sound like you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
You sound like you're gonna like it.
Yeah, no, and dude, this was my choice, because when I graduated high school, my dad knew what was up. He was like, fucking, go to the military, dude. It's gonna hook you the fuck up. I didn't listen, because it was gonna be his choice, not mine.
Yeah.
I wanted to do this, do that, but now it's
Where did he want you to go?
He wanted me to go in anything, but I chose like the Air Force. And hey, man, I'm telling you right now, all the kids that did, they own fucking 3-4 cribs with the VA loan, duplexes. They bought it fucking 4 years ago. Now they're selling it for double the prop. Like, killed it, because bro, the benefits are like endless. They really take care of, they're people, man. Like they, you get free medical, dental, like everything, because they want their property
right.
They want their property
in prime condition.
Exactly.
Yeah. 100%.
Exactly. Anything happens to you, you get fucking, you get fixed up.
They need you in tip top shape.
Exactly. That's
mentally
why,
and physically.
Exactly. That's why physical exercise is a very big part of it. Like you have to be fucking in tip top shape.
That's dope, G. That's
bro.
dope, man.
We did a fucking hour and 15. I think
easy.
Let's fucking wrap it up, bro. Thanks for
man.
being the first and not the last, but
man. But the to be continued.
Yeah, to be continued. That's funny, man. I forgot that you were the first one, and you're like, I'm gonna edit all this shit tonight. Like I'm gonna take my SIM cards with me, and I'm gonna edit this shit up, man. Thank you, bro. Always a pleasure. Fucking love knowing you, man. I'm pretty sure you and I will fucking always know each other, bro. Yeah, literally.
For sure, man.
I think you'll probably be teaching yoga even when you're like 80, or I don't know what your plan is, but I hope you are.
Yeah, because
I'll be there, bro.
the next move to make, of course, online platform. I get my platform so that way, I could.
Bro, I was thinking about that. I follow you on Spotify, and I've taken your I've been in here, bro. Just I put your
Nice.
shit, and I'm like I just do my thing.
I got some more shit working,
Yeah, man,
but,
you gotta utilize it because you got an awesome,
and that's where I can start the personal training again.
Yeah,
I'm trying
bro.
to
Yeah.
secretly putting it out there. I'm getting the meal prep, the yoga, and the fitness.
You provide a very, very important service, and and I don't know what your goal is and stuff, but dude, if you utilize like social media platforms correctly, you would like blow up. A lot of people, like, it's in fucking really high demand right now, the thing that you provide, bro. And like, you just gotta go to your fucking class to understand what you provide. You're a great
Enough
teacher,
people
man.
have told me that to where it's finally start to where I'd be stupid if I didn't try.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And dude, trying is hard. Look at all the podcast shit.
I mean, look right here.
Yeah,
Podcast.
Remember when I was telling you about it? You're like, bro, do it. I'll fucking whatever. If I'm gonna help you out, I'll do it. You came.
I remember the very first time you asked me when you were thinking about maybe almost if. You're man, I'm thinking about maybe if. Would you mind being the first guest? And like, do you remember how long between the first time you asked me to the second time? Because even the second time you were like, I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it. And it still didn't, life is life.
And then I just fucking broke the shackles and I said, fuck this. I don't care what, like, this is what I want to do.
Right.
I don't care what it's going to look like. And I'm not even going to listen to myself of how I feel about it. I'm just going to fucking do it.
Just rock it.
And keep going. And I had a famous chef on here. Shout out to Chef Dev.
I saw it,
He wrote on the cookbook.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll come back for your 100th episode. Like, basically, he's like, dude, this podcast shit is going to be hard, but just fucking promise me to keep going. So I'm keeping the promise of Chef Dev.
I like it. I like
Seriously,
it. I like how
seriously.
he said he will be back for that 100th.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 100.
Thanks a lot, my brother.
No doubt.
Pleasure
G.
to know you. Thanks for everything.
For sure.
Peace out, everyone. Much
Peace.
love.